Hello children, once again I welcome you all to our English session. Today we are going to discuss about A Clean World, lesson 5, A Clean World, part 2. We have already discussed about in goes the garbage, which means we have to use the bin to dispose the garbage. We have to put the garbage only in the bin, that is the right way. And we have discussed two synonyms in this. Rotten. Rotten means something that has become bad or spoiled. Toss. Toss means to throw. Toss means what? To throw. Go green. Go green in the sense we have to avoid the air pollution. We have to keep our environment clean. To avoid air pollution, what should we do? We have to use carpooling. We have to reduce the number of vehicles we use daily. That is what given in this. The third synonym is pollutes. Pollutes means makes something unclean. Makes something unclean. Next we have discussed recycle and reuse. Recycle and reuse. Recycling means to make something new out of something old. For example, we can use the old newspaper to make the paper bags and old bottles, cans to make the pen stand. Like that we can recycle. Next one, waste not. We should not waste electricity and water. Not only electricity and water, we should not waste food also. So that is what given in this waste not. If the light and fan are used or running unwantedly, if it is not in use, we have to turn off those light and fan. Even though TV also at home, if it is not in use, we have to turn off the TV, fan, light and all. Next, if the water is dripping in a tap, we have to close the tap properly. If it is overflowing, we have to inform the adults to fix the tap. Okay, next one, goodbye plastic. Goodbye plastic in the sense we have to reduce the use of plastic in our daily life. So plastic is very dangerous to the environment. We have to avoid that. That is what given here. One synonymous there, environment. Environment means the surrounding in which a person, animal or plant lives. Today we are going to see the question time. Already we have discussed the bin is the right place for a garbage. Throwing away uneaten food is called wasting. When you eat a banana, toss the peel on the road. Is it right? No. Turn off lights and fans when you do not need them. If we don't need them, we have to turn off that. That is correct. Walk to school if you can. Smoke does not pollute the air. This and all we have completed. You have to complete this by ticking the correct option. Banana peel we should not put on the road. Light and fan we should turn off. That's right. We should walk to school if we can. Smoke does not pollute air is a wrong one, so sad smiley. Then what is carpooling? What does carpooling means? Carpooling means two or more people going together in one car to the same place. They do not travel in separate cars to the same place. We can carpool with our neighbors, friends or family members. Then tick the correct answer. Recycling means to make something new out of something old. You can use old newspapers to make paper bags. Plastic is harmful to the environment, harmful for the environment. So I hope you all completed till this. Today we are going to discuss think and ink activity. Now you are going to imagine that your class is going to a picnic. Read the instruction first. Read the following situation. Your class is going to park on a picnic. All of you have brought food, chips and chocolates to eat. There are no dustbins around. You have chocolate wrappers and empty food packets. So this is the situation now. You went to a picnic, you have chocolate wrappers, empty food packets, everything is with you. After the picnic is over, what will you do? Answer the following questions, okay? Discuss the following in your team. Answer these questions. First question, imagine that your picnic is over. How much garbage do you think may be there? As per my knowledge, I am writing very little. If it is more, you can tick a lot or lots. This also you can tick. Or no garbage. This is wrong because we have chocolate wrappers and food packets. So that option you should not select. What can you do with all the garbage that you have? So after the picnic is over, what will happen? The garbage is there, more garbage is there. What are we going to do with them? Think for a while. Yes, we have to collect all the garbage, put these in bags. We may have bags, so collect all the garbage, put it in the bag. Then where and how will you dispose the garbage? List 2 steps that you can take. How can we dispose the garbage? Step 1, collect all the garbage. Step 2, put or dump these bags in the nearest bin. 4th question, what should you do before you leave the park? We must clean up all the garbage. That is our first and foremost duty, children. If we are using the park, that is a public property. So public place, we should not make public place or any place we should not make dirty. If it is happening like that, we have to clean up. We are only throwing the garbage, no, so we have to clean up all the garbages, and we have to clear up, take back the things we bring. Not only cleaning the garbage, when we visit any public place, we have to check out whether our belongings we have taken back or not. We have to check it out. Okay, go back to the picture. Will your picnic spot look the same or different in class? If we go back to the picture, after cleaning, how the park will be? Yes, it will be clean. If we clean and clear the place, means that will be clean. If we are not cleaning, the place will be dirty. Okay, this is what given in this activity. Now we are going to discuss companion activity 5A. This is actually a home fun. We are going to learn how to dispose garbage. Okay, number 1, look around your home. What do you throw out as garbage? What we throw out as garbage, they have given many options. You can tick any option: vegetables and fruit peels, paper, plastic, food waste, glass or metal objects. This is the first question. Second question, how do you and your family dispose of waste every day? We'll be having a small bin. We will be putting the garbage in the small bin and will be disposing that to the garbage collector. Garbage collecting truck will be coming to our street. We'll be disposing that. That you have to write in the given dash. Or else you have some other way to dispose the garbage, means that also you can write. Question number 3, who takes the waste out of your home? Where do you think it goes from there? Discuss with your parents. Record your discussion here. So we have to discuss with our parents where do the waste go out of our home? After we throw out the garbage into the truck, where it goes, that is what we have to discuss. Then in the space provided, paste or draw a picture of a dirty area. We are going to draw or paste a picture of a dirty area. Keep it in mind, dirty area, which is at our home or in our neighborhood. Any one place you can choose and draw. Okay, after drawing that picture, you have to observe. Tick the way you feel when you see this. When you see a dirty area, how do you feel? You check out the emotions and you check out the emoticons and you can tick the option. This is what your home fun is. Next one, suggest 2 ways in which we can keep our surroundings clean. Already we have discussed about how our area is dirty. So we want to make that place clean, means what should we do? That is what we are asking. You have to mention 2 points here. Yes. Now let's start the next activity. Next topic is grammar, that is questions with yes or no answers. Questions with yes or no answers. This is your topic today, that is questions with yes or no answers, means closed questions. They are called as closed questions. First one, PEP activity. Work in pairs. Observe these pictures. Look at what the people in the pictures are doing. Draw lines to match the pictures in column A to the correct picture in column B. So, at our left side, the pictures are dirty. At our right side, the pictures are clean. So, which one is right? We have to match the column A to column B. Okay? Yes, first one. First picture. What is she doing? She is throwing the garbage around the bin. What should she do? She have to put the garbage inside the bin. Okay. Second picture, the children are making the classroom dirty or untidy, but in the third picture at the right side, the children are keeping the classroom clean. Third picture at the left side, the boy is throwing the garbage around the bin. In the first picture at the right side, column B, the boy is putting the garbage properly into the bin. That is what given in this. Let's move to the next page. Describe the difference between each set that you have matched. So we have matched already. Set 1, the girl is throwing the garbage outside the bin. What should she do? She has to put the garbage inside the bin. So she should not put it outside the bin. She should put inside. That you have to mention here. Okay. Right here, inside. Next one, second set. Second set, the students are making a mess in their classroom. What is the right one? That you have to write on your own. The students should keep the classroom clean. That is the set 2. Set 3, the man is putting garbage around the bin. The man is putting the garbage around the bin. But what should he do? He has to put the garbage inside the bin. Okay, into the bin. That is what should come here. I hope you all understood, children. Two set of sentence you have to write. One right is given here, wrong sentence is given here, right sentence you have to write. Here also wrong sentence is given, right sentence you have to write. That is which do's and don'ts. Okay, to dispose the garbage. Next one, what do you wrote are simple positive sentence. The sentence we have written here are simple positive sentences. A sentence is a group of words that express a complete thought. If we think about something, we use a sentence to express that. It makes complete meaning by itself. If we read the sentence, it gives complete meaning. For example, I love my family. My city is clean. The flower is pretty. The flower is pretty. These are all the example sentences. This is simple positive sentence. Why means there is no negative words are there. No, not. Those words are not there. And also it ends with a full stop. So it is a simple sentence. Okay. A sentence can also ask for information. If a sentence asks for information, then that becomes a question. Sentence will ends with a question mark. But these sentences are simple sentence, so it ends with a full stop. Question mark is usually placed at the end of the question. That also we know already. So read the questions in column A, write your answers in column B in complete sentence. So first one, column A questions we have to read. Now I am going to give you only one example. Remaining examples you have to write. Which is your favorite color? This is the first question. So I am giving the answer. My favorite color is blue. This is what sentence? Yes, this is a simple positive sentence because this sentence ends with a question mark and this does not have any not word in that. Negative word is not present in the sentence. So it is a positive sentence. At the column A, the sentence is a question sentence. Second question, what is your mother's name? That you have to write. My mother's name is Radha. Like that you have to write your mother name. When is your birthday? Where were you born? Why do you come to school? Everything you have to answer in a complete, simple, positive sentence you have to answer. Okay, let's go to the companion activity. Grammar. Questions with yes or no answers. Rearrange each group of words to form a simple sentence. The sentence must make complete sense. Remember to use capital letters and full stops. Okay, where should capital letter come? The capital letter should come at the beginning of the sentence. The full stop will come at the end of the sentence. Okay, they have shuffled the words. We are going to rearrange the words and make a complete meaningful sentence. Look at the first example. One has been done for you. School we went to. What is the correct sentence? We went to school. Lives Anup on Victoria Road. So, what is the correct sentence? Anup lives on Victoria Road. My Vikram is brother. So, which is the right sentence? Vikram is my brother. Shop open the is. The shop is open. Crying is the baby. The baby is crying. So how can we arrange the sentence like this? We can use the naming word at the beginning of the sentence. Anup, that is a subject. What are we talking about should come at the beginning of the sentence. So Anup is the person we are talking about. So Anup lives on Victoria Road. In the second sentence we are talking about Vikram. So Vikram comes at the beginning of the sentence. Vikram is my brother. The shop is open. In this we are talking about the shop. So the shop comes at the beginning of the sentence. The shop is open. Crying is the baby. Here the baby is the subject. So the subject comes at the beginning of the sentence. In the first example, we are talking about ourselves. We is the subject. So we went to school. Next one, dog barking the us. Here what are we talking about? Very good, the dog. So the dog is barking. In the next seventh sentence, are tired, we weary. Here we are talking about ourselves, that is we. We are very tired. Cat sleeping the us. Yes, very good children. The cat, we are talking about the cat. So the cat is sleeping. Played we park in the. Yes, we are talking about ourselves. We played in the park. Is holiday today a? Very good. We are talking about today. So today comes first. Today is a holiday. I hope you all understood, children. Whenever we are asking you to rearrange the given sentence, you have to think about the subject. What is spoken in the sentence? That subject should come at the beginning of the sentence. After the subject, the verb should come. That is am, is, are. Any one of the verb. After that, the object, that is the place name or the action, whatever given in the sentence should come. Okay? This is the exact syntax or rule of grammar to make a sentence. This is a simple positive. I hope you all understood, children. Kindly write and practice. Create your own sentence, a simple positive sentence, and practice well. Okay? Thank you so much for listening. Let's meet in the next session.